Many people, when they are talking about AGOA, they tend to be emotional, they tend to be forceful, they tend to lean on the propaganda side. Uh, but today we want to discuss not propaganda, we want to discuss facts, we want to discuss numbers. Forgive me, I have prepared my script here. I will sometimes look down on the tablet here to fact check what I am saying. And everyone, please welcome to my channel. My name is Mascole, and I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you are wonderful. Please, if you are new in this channel, please make sure that you subscribe. And today's topic, we are going to be talking about AGOA. What is an AGOA? AGOA is an American program that help African countries to trade with America. And then when they trade with America, their products, they are going to be duty free. So that means there will be there are no tariff in those products. We are talking about 80 to 100 billion worth of money in this program, in this AGOA, and we are talking about 6,000 products that are from Africa to the United States of America. So it is not a change for Africa, but it is a serious money. It is a lot of money. And secondly, South Africa is the biggest benefactor of the program, because South Africa is the one that is almost contributing about 30% of the AGOA product. So we are going to be checking numbers. South Africa in annual average, it makes about 2.5 to 3.5 billion per year through AGOA. So South Africa has a more stake in AGOA. South Africa has more stake in AGOA, right? So I want us to check also what are the industries that are making AGOA that are making AGOA here in South Africa. We have automotive, which is 55%. We have agriculture products with something like citrus and wine, I believe, yeah. We have something like manufacturers, and then we have like something like chemicals. These are the things that South Africa is exporting to the United States of America. Most African countries export like raw material, and what South Africa export is they export a finished product to AGOA, right? They export a finished product to AGOA. So one of the things that we have to look, it's some countries. I want to touch about Kenya. Kenya is making about 600 million to 700 million per year. Their products that they are most exporting is clothing, and so clothing, it does not make a huge impact, but it's something that is only highly independent on AGOA. And we're going to have like Ethiopia export worth of product about 200 million to 300 million yearly. And then they are depending on the textile, right? And then we have Lesotho. Lesotho is our neighboring country, is our inland country. They export about 300 million worth of product, which is clothing. And then yes, you have South Africa that export cars, and that export cars, machinery, products, food, chemicals. Yeah, South Africa export a diversified product. So one of the things that many people are saying that South Africa is going to be taken out of AGOA, And in America, it is still a discussion between the sanitary that some may say that South Africa must be taken out of the program. But what will be the consequences if let's play the scenario, if South Africa is taken from the AGOA? What will be the consequences for Africa? Because South Africa is the most country that is contributing on AGOA. So, in other words, it's the biggest benefactor. Why the South Africa is the biggest benefactor? We have factories, manufacturers, and we send a finished product. And the X will go to in both ways. In both ways. If South Africa is taken out of the picture, there will be consequences. Americans will feel the pain, and South Africans will feel the pain. Let's make this example now. In a car industry, South Africa is sending cars and then is sending parts. You see? So when South Africa is sending parts, they send those parts cheaper. So let's say a car parts from Mercedes-Benz that is from Germany is going to be expensive than a car parts from South Africa. You see, because the one that is from South Africa is going to be cheap because it entered the country with duty free. So the people who are selling car parts will prefer to buy the car parts that are from South Africa, that are from AGOA. So, because the one that are from Germany are going to be expensive, you see. And also, there will be like a loss of job in South Africa, you see. There will be like a loss of job in South Africa. And then, let's talk about logistics, no? Over 60% of the logistic I use of AGOA, I use only South African railways, South African ports, you see. We have Durban ports, we have Cape Town ports. Though these are the biggest ports in Africa. And countries like Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, Mozambique, they solely depend on South Africa for their product to go in. And also the banking system of South Africa, you must not forget. The banking system of South Africa is also one of the biggest contributors in this thing. Sorry for my stuttering. So South Africa is still on the edge of AGOA. America is indecisive on what they must do with South Africa, because one of the things that South Africa is a non-alliance country, it does not choose sides. But South Africa is been at the paper. South Africa does not choose sides. But on what we are seeing, South Africa has been a friend with Russia, has been a friend with China, and those countries are deemed to be an American enemies. So now, when you are an American enemy, when you do something with America, you're supposed to submit to America alone. So, and China is the second largest business partner of South Africa, right? So now, if America let go of South Africa, even the influence of America is going to decline in Africa. Because holding South Africa, you can also control like a smaller countries like Zambia, Namibia, indirect, because of you have your foot in the neck of South Africa. You see. So South Africa does not yet changing their policy. They are not we are not changing the policy as of yet, right? And we are still continuing trading. So let's say that if America just say that they are no, we're letting go of South Africa, China will enter, UN will enter, I mean European countries will enter, and America will lose its foothold in Africa, because South Africa by economy is the biggest country in Africa, and if you lose the control of South Africa as America, you are going to lose the entire continent bit by bit, because South Africa can also organize intertrade in Africa, but we have that intertrade in Africa. Our most agricultural products are consumed by African market. You see, but we can, if America chase us, I believe that we are going to increase the trade in North America and somewhere else. But when the tariff started, South Africa began to prepare itself to diversify their products so that they will not depend solely on America. I hope that this video is very, very informative, and I hope that you are going to like and subscribe. Thank you very much for watching my video. Help me to go and reach 1,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers. I believe you and I trust you. Thank you very much for watching my video. Thank you.